Hi Gemini, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-month money and career tarot reading for the month of February 2022, so mid-February if you will. Thank you so much for joining me, and keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't. Thank you in advance for your support on this channel in the form of likes for this video, comments down below, some emojis if you don't know what to say, and as well don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. And don't forget that little notification bell when you hit that subscribe button. Now, to book a personal reading with myself as I space out a little bit, may happen to in the second half of the month. Down in the description box, you'll see the options, pricing, and my email. Just reach out and I'll get that started for you. All right? More importantly, the overall message I receive for you, Gemini, of course, in regards to your money and career, your talents lead to lots of money. Your talents lead to lots of money. Nice. So let's put this to the side. We're going to begin by pulling a message or two from the Soul's Journey deck. Let's see what we get for you. For my lovely Geminis to begin, money and career mid-February. Health. There's a focus on your health when it comes to your work, how much you're producing, the hours you're working, the schedule, as well as your health when it comes to where you're investing your money. I did hear there's a potential some of you Geminis work in the health field, in a health field, maybe in a hospital setting, anyways, or something of the sort. I feel like a lot of you need to honor the physical vessel that enshrines your soul. I need to recognize where certain habits push your money to be spent, and are they healthy, right? Some of you may be investing in an upgrade when it comes to the what you put into your body as far as your meals, your food, your diet. Thinking about as well, what you're consuming drink-wise. Interesting. A push to stick to or start up a healthy workout routine if you haven't been so already. Reminding yourself that that helps maintain a beautiful level of happiness when things feel a bit like a whirlwind, all right? And I feel like a lot of Geminis need to recognize that working out, taking care of oneself, implementing self-care is going to help you produce better quality work and shine more so when speaking to the public for some of you, or dealing with customers, clientele, or just producing what you need to. A big focus on things needing to feel peaceful and needing to keep that self-esteem high or bring it on back up, okay? Disciplining oneself all the meanwhile to get done what you need to, or to stick to a healthy routine in a multitude of ways, all right? We're going to continue, by pulling the main part of the reading from the Light Seers deck, all right? I need to recognize what makes you passionate. It feels like a lot of you are thinking thoroughly about the future, wanting to wrap yourself up with a career choice that you love or push to do just that. Maybe a mental fresh start or an emotional fresh start within an existing situation that you know isn't going to change moving forward, at least not just yet for some of you. And so therefore pushing yourself to love it a little bit more, to enjoy oneself along the way to the success that you know you're going to achieve, or you're reminded you'll be achieving in the second half of the month and moving forward. For Gemini to continue mid-month money and career. So with the Page of Cups, this makes sense. Remember I was saying there's a potential that you may be spacing out a bit? Pay attention to where you drift to, what you imagine, what spirit helps you envision, the flashes you get, or just potentially the downloads you're receiving, what you're hearing, and the songs that they play for you, okay? You may find that what you see, what you touch, what you hear throughout the second half of the month gives you flashbacks. It reminds you of the past. I'm seeing the Six of Cups in my mind's eye as they draw me back to the overall message. It's a second half of the month where you're viewed as very passionate, very talented. Even if things feel like a bit of a whirlwind or very difficult at times to achieve what you need to, it's as if your talents are just simply leading you to an immense amount of success and therefore a beautiful amount of income. The money just flowing in from multiple sources, different directions. Wow, bear with my voice. There's a need to clear your voice, to rest when need be, and continue or start to get your voice out there. As I feel like you're reminded, you have a lot of skills within you, including manifestation. You have the ability to turn whatever you work with or develop to gold. You have a magical touch that's coming through. Keep the excitement alive or bring it on back. The wheel is churning for you. You're going to see a lot of success taking place in the second half of the month, but I feel like there's part of you that's not super thrilled throughout the entire remainder of the month. You feeling as if you're a bit ungrounded or just going through a bit of a balancing act. You're going to be reminded that luck is on your side if you choose to move towards something new, whether that's an investment financially or a new career situation. If you look at this imagery, they're going to remind you, spirit I mean, will remind you to just put that other foot down, that leg down, and ground oneself, right? Feel strong again in the midst of approaching something new or accomplishing what you need to. All the compliments coming in as to how talented you are with the Six of Wands will leave you feeling better about oneself, keeping or bringing back that self-esteem, leaving you recognizing that you have so much to offer, to re-recognize your worth, what you bring to the table. And if you're looking to interview for a new job, bear with me. It just reminds you that you can do so with ease and just let your talents, your skill sets, your experience speak for itself. Not to say you won't put on a little bit of a show or tell some stories and answer the questions with a bit of pizzazz, but I feel as if you're put in the spotlight in a lot of ways. You're noticed for your business, your project, your hobby, what you've accomplished up until this point. People just, I feel like they're saying snaps as well, but claps for Gemini. People applauding you for all that you do. Wow. And I feel like it's been a long time coming for you to get this immense amount of praise, and people just maybe criticizing you here and there all the meanwhile, but the spotlight is on you whether you like it or not. And it could feel like in the midst of people noticing you, people zoning in on what you're creating and developing, working towards getting off the ground, you feel a little bit out of it. You could be drifting to a new situation. You could have, say, your work panning out for you, and then all the meanwhile, you're drifting to the fact that you need to adjust or move to a new living situation, or vice versa. Does that make sense? You may find as if you're a little bit anxious from time to time in the second half of the month and desiring this passionate fresh start in one way, shape, or form. There's again that vibe and imagery, that message coming through that things feel a bit all over the place, even if that's just in your mind or emotionally. A reminder that completion is a must at times in order to improve your situation. As we have two circles here, you may find that two situations need to be completed to upgrade, to move to something bigger and better, to better utilize your talents and your wisdom. But your world's changing. You're being reminded of just that. Whether that's your career, once again, your home situation, or both. It just feels like everything's being thrown up in the air, or a lot of which, by spirit in the universe, and then being shuffled around for you to realize that things can be different, healthier, happier, more aligned with who you've become over time. Okay? With the lovers, you need to recognize that you deserve to love what you do. You deserve to be loved in the form of attention, praise, people recognizing your skill sets, your talents once again, how much you have to offer, and therefore you getting the rewards you deserve in the form of several different kinds of abundance. If you're looking for a job, I see you getting one at the beginning of March. So keep putting in the effort in the remainder of the month, as you may be dealing with some noise in the background. Don't allow it to get the best of you, as there are times where you have to dig for the inner strength to keep moving forward. As I feel like some of you may be thinking about getting a new tattoo or thinking about when you invested in one. I had to take a quick pause, and what I heard was your happiness takes priority, period. Period, okay? And all the meanwhile, just making sure you're taking care of oneself. Absolutely. As the sun card comes out, being pushed to recognize what's making you feel colorful, all the meanwhile happy. And I feel like completion does to an extent, but it's interesting how the sun card is touching base upon the Six of Wands and the Page of Wands. What you let go of, what you embrace, the attention, the praise, people recognizing your talents, the abundance coming in a multitude of forms. all of which does make you very happy. And I feel like more so towards the last week of the month, but it just reminds you not to give up, that all the efforts you're putting in are purposeful, will pay off, will pan out down the line. It's a step by step kind of process to accomplish what you want to, but I feel like you're somebody who doesn't give up, right? There's something also kind of chill about you for the most part recently. And so you have to ask yourself if certain energies of situation or what you're achieving strips away that peaceful side of you, it may not be right for you moving forward, at least, at the very least, in the long run, okay? And all the meanwhile, I feel as if we're going to pull one more card. You're going to finish up the month and move into March feeling the need to jump out of bed to accomplish what you want to, what you need to. A wish fulfillment comes to be towards the very end of the month that leaves you feeling content financially, content work wise, or just feeling the immense ability to embrace the fresh, the new, or all of which. It just feels like a second half of the month that reminds you that you've got it going on, that your happiness and health takes priority first and foremost, as the abundance flows in and your skill sets, your talents lead to an immense amount of attention and money incoming. All right. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have an amazing rest of the month. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.